Hello again, everybody. It's Pete here. I've got an update today on several things I've been working on. A bit more support for Ukraine, and bloody hell, the dog's just farted. And a couple of new builds. I'll leave that in. I'm sure you'll enjoy the smell-o-vision. Bloody hell, dog. That's distracted me. First thing I want to catch up on really is the 172nd Buffalo and Wildcat I've been building. I've really enjoyed doing these two little models. I've got some finishing up to do on the meats, but I'm well on the way of doing that. And then, like I said, there's more support for Ukraine, as that is still an ongoing conflict and having quite a bit of an effect over here. So press on. Oh, and I've got a couple of new kits I've bought. Like I said, two new kits too. Right. If I lower that forward, I've stuck myself in a silly place, and I've stuck myself in a silly place, and I'm rather uncomfortable. This is the Buffalo I was working on. It's the Hobby Boss kit, and that's. I just move that. Oh, and my dancing girls. That's something else for later on. Centre that bit. Might be before someone's bedtime, I don't know. This is the Buffalo I've been working on. I've black stripes across. I've just added the yellow wing stripes and done those, but it's a bit it's not gonna focus. Come on, focus on that. It's filling the whole screen. I was hoping to get a good sort of shot like this. I'm too close. Anyway, it's a bit raggedy, but not too bad. Like I said before, the pilot is scratch made from. Go on, you nearly had it then. How about that? Right. It's scratch made from sprue. There's a big thick bar of it on the board here, and that's what he actually started from. A piece of sprue that size. Heated up and scratched about with the pliers and that until I got a sort of figure shape. Poked it about and that with a hot knife. Sorry about that. Made the sort of back radio and battery compartment gizmo from just a couple of odd cuts of shape and two or three bits of stretch sprue. Painted them in, and the seat belts there are made from just painted masking tape. It's quite a neat kit this. I still love how it splits horizontally, but I haven't got much more to do to that, apart from, you know, the decals that I will be using will be the stars. I've got to remember, I'm assuming this is only marked really for 2 navigation lights, like one on each wing, but I would have thought there was 4. I would have thought there'd have been another one there, but I'm only going to do one each side. The other aeroplane, Bob. Oh yeah, there's the canopy. This was a lovely piece of moulding actually. This is still for the Buffalo. This is the canopy for it. It was a lovely moulding. I've hand painted this. Got a few smudges on there, but I'm trying to think of wear and tear as well. We weather the plane and avoid that back end of there. So I thought I'll make the windows a little bit grimy. But I'm quite happy with the frame job. Painted it all on the outside, you know, black then silver over the top. Mumble mumble. That's quite a nice piece of casting. On the Hellcat here, Wildcat, sorry. If I can get that down a bit without it falling off. I cut out the wing flaps and trim tabs and then re-put them back in. So I'm just weathering it and that to just give it a bit of aging. Same with that aileron and trim tab. I've done the same with the tail plane as well. This still was in I wanted to leave it so as I could still show you the inside, so I've got it all just pegged together. I've added quite a bit to the insides of this, so I'll just pop off the engine. It comes with this engine part and then a foot further forward engine part. And I've got the red stripes to paint on then. I'll use star transfers decals. I've added details to the inner part of the engine thing there, try and make that look more engined. And if I flip this around, the pilot is a resin figure, but everything else in there I've made because it. See if I can get anything on the dash, instrument panel. And there's a little sight up there with a clear piece of sprue on the top of that. Made these bulkheads to partition it off, and then if people were watching the last time I showed this plane, my technical fault was I described that as a window winding mechanism. And I fell about when I heard it later. It's the undercarriage winding mechanism that elevates and drops the, you know, so I've added that from scratch, just discs and stretched sprue, but it gives something up there. I'm not sure whether this area should be interior green or light grey. If anyone knows about these things a bit more than me, I don't know much about American planes of this period. What else with that? And then on the other side I've added sort of, you know, like throttle linkage and a little bit of gubbins to go on there. And also this had the supercharger. On the outside there's a little dimple there, and I know that's for the oil filters, so oil coolers, so I've added one there. Excuse me. And one on that side, and also in the front cowling there I've added an induction scoop that would have run in and through and up into the middle of the engine and through, but these weren't moulded in, so I've added them from just some shaped channel there to give the scoop. Then it'll all plonk together. There's so many rivets on here, I wanted to try and get the join so as I'm not using any filler. No, that's not good for it, is it? Because it really is quite a good join. And with all the rivet details on here, I mean, there's several coats of varnish, and that's here the rivets, as opposed to if I get the buffalo and rub the wing, does that sound? If you grab this wing, and that's the rivets, the rivet rumba. That's that on those. God, I'm at nearly 10 minutes. I have drifted off because there's still a bit more on this. Because I've made down here was the undercarriage thingamies. What do you call them? The actual flaps. I've replaced these kit parts and made new ones because they're far too thick. So that part there is horrendous. So I've made two new ones to go with the undercarriage. And also these two are for the 1/48 Hellcat I'm doing, Wildcat I'm doing. I'd better knock that off there. I had loads of other things I wanted to run through, which included those dancing girls. But at 10 minutes something or other, Charlie says it's a good time to stop it. So there we go. Bye.